Da-da-da-da. We're
Hello
live.
and welcome. Yay, hello and welcome everybody. I am Jeff Morrow. With me are Sam Waller and Jen Kitzman, and we are Slugfest Games, and we have a very special guest with us today, our old friend and colleague in the games industry, Curt Covert, who runs Smirk and Dagger Games, who is an awesome friend, longtime friend to us and to Slugfest Games. Curt, welcome. Thank you for being here.
My pleasure. Yay!
Yay!
I'm looking forward to playing with you guys. This is great.
Yeah, we haven't actually. I mean, when was the last con that we saw you at? Was it? I mean, Gen Con last year? No, PAX Unplugged last year.
Yes. That was. Yeah.
And then the world happened. But
world
instead we're getting together
happening.
like this. Yes. So Smirk and Dagger and Slugfest Games have a very long history. Like, we kind of came up together in the industry in sort of the mid-aughts, that kind of area. For many years, actually, we were across the aisle from each other at Gen Con. So that was all sorts of fun.
Before that, we shared a booth.
Oh, that's right. I forgot that predates. So I'm going to actually turn things over to Curt here and talk a little bit about this, because Curt's relationship to Slugfest actually predates all of us. So Curt, go.
That makes me sound so old.
Yeah.
Back in my day.
We're all secretly old. It's cool.
It's true.
Yeah. No, yeah. We definitely grew up together. I went to the very first Gen Con without actually having a booth. I was a card table at a retailer's place. I came back the next year with my first booth, and then that's where I met you guys. And so we decided between Cliff and I that the following year we wanted to have a bigger presence, because each of us had, this little dinky 10x10.
Right.
We figured we can get more of a splash by like having a bigger presence. So we shared a booth, and I think both of our companies opened the same year. And yeah, we've just been, and quite honestly, like the most fun that we used to have was do all our dinners together for a lot of Gen Con, especially like a big end party dinner where Gen Con's all over, and before everyone drives off, we'll go to like Buca de Beppo or something like that, and we all the crew gets together with the instigators, and it's just a fest.
I remember a couple of those. Those were fun. So.
Then both of our teams got so big that there was like no restaurant that could handle that. So
yeah, no, and actually, so over the past, I will admit that in the time that I've been in charge, it's been a lot less of that for a couple of reasons. One, over the past 5 years or so, these cons have just gotten so insane that at the end of the day, we all just kind of want to pull the covers over our head. So it's probably And yeah, like Curt said, there's we've grown to the point where there really aren't very many spaces that could take us all. So
as it is, I at Gen Con, I worked with a restaurant, and I like hired out a party room just for my crew. Yeah, I had to like schedule it all out, because otherwise it was like we couldn't sit down to eat.
Anyway. We got people already in the chat saying hello everybody, welcome. We're Slugfest Games. We're here with Curt Covert from Smirk and Dagger. Oh, I pointed this way on my screen. He's down here on your screen. Yeah. So yeah, I'm here. Yeah. So
that one right there.
And we are all going to play some Red Dragon Inn and reminisce about old times and talk about games and all of the above. So
and I threw the gauntlet down, and I said, well, since we're going to be all old school in our discussion, we're going to go old school on the characters. So I picked my favorite, Fiona.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Okay, I'm playing Gurky. Jen?
I'm playing Eve.
Sam?
Gog play Gog.
GOG play. Yes. So
Because GOG loved this game.
good. So the Fiona icon on your screen. Oh, you can't actually see Sam's icon because you're seeing from his perspective. So Sam's Steam icon here that you can see for the rest of us, his is actually Fiona, but Fiona will be playing GOG, and Smirk and Dagger will be playing.
Oh
Fiona.
yeah, okay.
Here you go, people.
Sorry for the confusion, folks.
Yeah,
No.
my Steam icon is from a very different game. It's one of my longtime favorites.
There's Sam
there's
as
Jen.
Fiona.
And,
Do I have an icon?
And I guess Chandra over here.
Yes,
You
Chandra.
Do
Right,
I think it's a robot?
No, you're the robot.
Well, I mean, I'm the robot, but there's another thing that's...
You're
don't see anything for
invisible.
Smirk. Wow.
Huh.
That's
Oh,
Yeah,
wow, he doesn't have an
well,
icon
see?
at all.
He's secret.
When you're a
See, I-
backstabber, you gotta slip in.
So let's here's a first thing. So some of our fans may have heard of Smirk and Dagger. Tell us a little bit about Smirk and Dagger. Tell us a little bit about the new Smirk and, well, it's not so new anymore, Smirk and Laughter, and how that all goes, and what what kind of games they might have heard of that are yours.
So I'm probably best known for my very long line of backstabbing games, hence the Smirk and Dagger nomenclature. But yeah, for 14 years I did nothing but take back games. Most notably was probably Cutthroat Caverns. But then we did Nevermore and Hex and just a whole bunch of different nasty games. But yeah, 3 years ago when I finally decided, I'm going to try to do this full time. I figured I'm going to need to broaden the shoulders because, if I had to come up with 6 backstabbing games a year, it might be a little bit rough.
Right.
At least have them be all great. But the reason I always love backstabbing games is because I love heavily thematic, high interaction games, a lot of emotions getting churned up. I like an experience you remember and like walk away from the table. And it's not about I enjoyed optimizing my points. It's like, remember when we jacked that guy in the face? Like that was awesome. So Smirk and Laughter is basically, it's still like kind of emotionally involving, deeply thematic stuff, but now it's like anything that's not backstabby and nasty. But it's just a whole new palette of colors to play with. So,
yep, cool. What is if you wanted our viewers to go and check out one of your games, what would it be and why?
My God, you're gonna ask me to choose between my children?
You only get one baby.
That's like literally impossible.
Okay,
You also
well,
have to tell the others that they aren't the favorite.
right.
Yeah.
Right. Well, all right. So here's what I'll do. I'll just tell you about the most recent one then.
Great.
There you go.
So right now we are 3 days into our second Kickstarter ever,
Right.
which is called The Night Cage.
Yeah, that looks pretty
and-
cool.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's a tile-laying co-op horror game where you're like trapped in this endless maze of darkness, hunted down by things that just despise the light. So it's getting, thank you so much. It's getting a lot of attention right now. We funded in like 90 minutes when it launched.
Awesome.
And it just keeps on rolling. So I've got a lot of high hopes, and a lot of the critical acclaim has been great. People are feeling like, oh, this feels like you're in a horror film, like, because you don't know what's around each corner, and it's cool. So Kickstarter, if you just search for The Night Cage, you're going to find it.
Jen, do we have a link? If we do, drop it in the chat.
You know what you can do is you can remind me. My hand is it 5 cards? Is it 6 cards? I don't remember.
7.
Seven.
7 cards.
7 cards. All right, there we go. I'm loading my hand right now.
Yeah, we should have remembered. Actually, Curt, we should have remembered to say, "Hey, give us a
like
custom
links and
URL."
things.
Yeah, give us a custom link. So
Yeah, if
for
you
those of you-
dump a link in Discord, I'll dump it in chat for you.
You know what? Yeah, all right.
So
I can.
those of
I
you
can,
in the chat, one thing that you can do if you're running a Kickstarter campaign is you can make individual customized links for anybody that you want to plug your campaign, and those are really useful because at the end of the campaign you can you can track each of those individual links and see how many hits you got from various sources, like your stream with Slugfest or your Facebook ads or your whatever. So anyway,
delicious data.
What's your favorite SFG game? Nat Wood asks, "What's your favorite SFG game?" SFG, and I mean, aren't there riots in the streets if we don't say Red Dragon Inn?
all right. So here's, you know what? That question might be for me, right? Because I don't know, but I'll tell you what. Obviously, I dig the Red Dragon Inn, but you know what else I really dig? Kung Fu fighting. Always have.
Go on.
Oh, Kung Fu fighting.
Nice.
Always loved that game.
So,
my son
they
just brought that to a party recently.
Ooh.
Nice. So,
Nice.
in case you care, Curt, I don't know if you know this, we finally reissued that game on drive-through cards. So if people want to pick up a copy of it, they don't have to, go find a used copy on eBay.
Yeah.
They can actually get it now on drive-through cards. So hooray!
They don't have to go to the Crypt Keeper's very own game store. Blow the dust off the cover.
Yeah. So,
Curl the
All right.
monkey's paw finger.
Yeah.
let's
Put all
give
the
the
cards
fans-
under some books to flatten them back out again.
right. Let's give the fans what they want. Who's going first? Do we have one
Oh,
of those?
I-
Jen?
Yeah,
It's
let's
Jen.
Jen's going first. Go.
According to my die of truth.
Okay, Die of Truth. The Die of Truth has spoken.
I mean, I wasn't
right.
going to say Red Dragon is my favorite game from Slugfest games.
Oh yeah.
My considering everything all the way back